Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's weekly Cosmic Dive. I'm Shane Smith, astrologer. So glad you're here with me. We've got some things going on this week. We've got two sign changes from planets. We've got two directional changes, and we've got something called Barbault's basket. So we're going to talk a lot about things. Hey, hope you enjoyed the World Cup finals. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? Okay. Well, let's, without further ado, get into it, huh? And I'd like to begin by saying that every week we take 10 minutes to guide you through the week ahead using vibrational astrology. And I'll highlight key planetary configurations in the cosmic sky that help answer the question, which frequencies do I choose to frequent? We're visiting July 20th through the 27th this week, okay? So let's get on with it. This is what a lot of astrologers are talking about. You may have come across it. It's called Barbault's basket. And if you look at the configuration of Jupiter, Uranus, here's Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, they form in the skies what looks to be a basket. Okay, now Barbault, his name is Andre Barbault. He's a French astrologer. He wrote a book, and here it is, The Planetary Cycles, back in 2014 in French, and then it came out in English in 2016. He never termed it my basket, but he did look ahead, and he is pretty well known for looking at planetary cycles. And he looked ahead 12 years and said, I see something coming up in 2026, and here we are right in it right now. And on page 151 of this book, he says, this configuration will probably be a change for the better when the headlines will be more agreeable and the civilization of our new many great year at last will become adult. So we were acting like children all this time. So that's Barbault's basket in a nutshell. Well, maybe we put a lot of nuts in the basket, and what do we have? I don't know. This is the way I look at it as a vibrational astrologer. Boom. They're all right there, clumped together in the sixth harmonic. Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter. I said Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, Uranus. Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, Neptune. And then the sun will be joining later in the week. And Jupiter will actually be leaving. So this is what we're all talking about. And what does this all mean? That's what I'm going to get to. Okay. So if I were to sum up the week before we jump into the graph, I'd say this is an unusually uplifting week that consistently favors spiritual growth, visionary thinking, and meaningful collaboration with others. Throughout the week, opportunities arise to transform imagination into achievement, deepen relationships, express creativity, and contribute to projects that inspire hope and elevate the collective. By staying aligned with beauty, purpose, and service, you can experience both personal fulfillment and tangible success while encouraging others to do the same. Notice that I've been talking about upliftment and spiritual awakening and others. That's what this is all about. When you get the outer planets like Uranus, Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune coming together and forming this relationship with one another, they are bringing the higher dimensions into our physical plane. And when you're doing it in the sixth harmonic basically is saying, let's have an easy flow with one another. All right. What is the sixth harmonic? It's 2 times 3. 2 is you and me. 3 is a flow. And you combine those together, you got an easy flow with you and me. Okay. All right. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about this configuration that's happening right now. And it's very exact, as you can see. All right, let's move on. Monday, that's today. We can see that smooth and harmonious line running throughout the week dominating the week, and that's what we just mentioned. So for today, we do have also a restless and progressive line there. So we'll weave that into the conversation at some point, and as well the excellence and transformation line that pops up on Wednesday and Friday and Saturday. Okay, so this week opens by inviting you to connect with others through expansive spiritual experiences and inspiring collaborations that broaden your perspective. This is an excellent day to begin projects that are visionary, uplifting, and capable of benefiting both yourself and the collective. Tuesday, your imagination is especially powerful today, making it easier to see the larger picture and translate inspiration into practical achievement. Create a clear plan, stay focused on your goals, and allow your work to unfold through a smooth creative flow. Smooth creative flow because we've got the vibration 5 happening in that configuration as well. Wednesday, beauty, creativity, and spiritual purpose come together, encouraging you to build harmony and foster an environment where everyone feels included. Deep relationships, artistic expression, and spontaneous inspiration enrich both your personal connections and your creative endeavors. Also on Wednesday, the sun will enter Leo. What is the sun? It brings in our clear and present moment. It shines brightly anything that it touches. What is Leo? It's the sign of self expression. So, there is a need to be self expressive for the next month and to develop our identity and creativity. Avoid the energies of self doubt and excessive pride, and you should be able to shine brightly. Okay. And on Thursday, the expansive current continues, encouraging collaboration with like minded people who share your highest ideals and aspirations. Trust that meaningful progress comes through keeping your vision centered on service, inspiration, and the greater good. Also happening on Thursday at 4:57 p.m. Mountain Time, Mercury goes direct. Ooh, that might be a relief to some people. So basically, you can go ahead with plans that you've reviewed these past 3 weeks. We've been doing that around the house. We have some projects. We've brought out some people to give estimates, and now we'll be able to go ahead with those projects. Yay! Friday. Today's energy reinforces the week's momentum, making it an ideal time to continue developing projects that inspire hope and elevate those around you. Success comes naturally when your actions are aligned with optimism, cooperation, and a larger purpose. So we get to Saturday and we see again that nice, smooth, and harmonious vibration 9 just floating on the top like a cloud. Your artistic eye is heightened, making this an ideal day to beautify your surroundings, refine presentations, or polish creative work. Mental quickness, fast reflexes, and a powerful inner drive combine to help you excel, compete effectively, and bring inspired ideas into tangible form. We also have that excellence and transformation vibration peaking on that day as well, which contributes to that forecast. Okay, also happening on Saturday, Saturn goes retrograde until December 10th. So this will give us an opportunity to review our responsibilities and think about the things and people that need our attention, need our focus, need our effort. And that's what Saturn will be doing. But we also have something even bigger happening. And on Saturday, the lunar nodes of the moon, will be entering Aquarius for the north node and Leo for the south node until March 26th, 2028. So the nodes represent our direction, they represent our destiny. The north node is where our compass is pointing, And for the next year and 8 months, it's pointing toward Aquarius. Historically, this has shown a shift of power from the perspective of the individual and towards systems and networks, organizations, and collective identities. So it's not all about me, it's all about us when the North Node is in Aquarius. And I look back in history, and 1772 to 1774, it did the same thing. And at that time, U.S. colonialism developed away from rulership of the King of England. And a couple years later, in 1776, guess what? We declared our independence. In 1791 to 1793, the French people revolted against King Louis XVI. Okay? Wasn't he the one that says, La tate c'est moi? I am the state. We're going to see a different kind of energy when the nodes enter Aquarius. And in 1846 to 1848, across Europe, we saw democratic revolutions, constitutional reforms, workers' movements, nationalist uprisings, and demands for voting rights. Almost every monarchy during the 1846 to 1848 period faced serious challenge when the North Node entered Aquarius. Historians even call 1848 the springtime of the peoples. Okay, so this is essentially saying power to the people. We're going to reclaim it. Whew, hallelujah. Sunday. So Jupiter's leaving that party that we were looking at a little while ago, and the sun will enter the party. Okay, and yeah, it's still a party going on because Neptune and Pluto and Uranus are still revving it up there. So on Sunday, this week's inspiring energy reaches its brightest expression, filling you with passion, devotion, and a desire to contribute to something larger than yourself. All right? Whether through humanitarian efforts or pursuing meaningful goals, your motivation is grounded in accomplishing work that generally makes a difference. We're going to make a difference for one another. Wouldn't that be a thing? Our mantra for the week is I align my vision with a higher purpose, inspire others through my gifts, and confidently transform uplifting ideas into meaningful achievements. And I'll leave you with that famous question, which frequencies do I choose to frequent? And that was our week. What a week it was, huh? July 20th through the 27th. Thank you so much for joining me on this weekly Cosmic Dive, and I look forward to joining with you next week. And we'll see what kind of other goodies await us. But in the meantime, let's ride this wave for all it's worth. And let's be kind and generous and helpful to one another. Be of service and be friendly. Bye bye.